Welcome to Potawatomi Sportsbook Weekly. Your host here, Austin Herdina, Sportsbook Manager. I'm welcomed with Eric Osterman, our Digital Gaming Director, Zach Stute, our Sports Bar General Manager, and next to me here, we got Billy Schmid, Packers and Badgers Radio Network. We're talking wildcard round today. Let's get right into it with Saturday's first game. We have the LA Rams at the Carolina Panthers. The line right now is Rams minus 10.5. Such a huge line for a team going on the road in the playoffs, but the Panthers come in with a 8-9 record, one of those rare situations where you make the playoffs just because you win your division. I think we've been seeing a lot of bets on the Rams all week this week at the Sportsbook. What do you guys think? Are you guys liking the Rams too?
I feel like that's a layup. You got to take the Rams. I mean, as big as I've been on Carolina all season, I have not seemed to catch them at the right time. I'm going with the Rams this week.
I struggle with one part of it. That number's big for a reason, and if Carolina can run the ball like they want to, I think they can keep it a little bit close. I like a couple more props in here with like Kyron Williams over catches. I mean, it's a little bit of a price with just 1.5, but Devontae Adams coming back into the end zone is minus 124 for a reason. That feels like a layup once they get in the red zone.
Yeah, I am typically against double-digit spreads in the NFL anyway, and doing that in the playoffs, I'm not into that. I'd take the Panthers plus the points on this one. I also might sprinkle a little bit on the under in this game. I see if the Rams get out to a lead early, they could be a lot of running the ball. So I'll take the Panthers in the under.
So, yeah, I'm definitely on the Rams on this one. I love the experience they have. I love that they're a full, complete team. Like, I don't know if there's a part of that team that can say, hey, there's their weakness. Like, I don't see one. So I like the Rams minus 10.5. I think Carolina's, they've shown they've struggled against bad teams. They can struggle against good teams, too. So we're going with them. Now, the game that everyone wants to talk about, right? Everyone wants to talk about Saturday night, Soldier Field, Green Bay Packers heading into Chicago. How do you guys feeling about this one? So the line was kind of right around Packers -1. That's where it's sitting at right now. What do you think? I mean, I don't know.
I see it flip-flopping between 1.5, like 1 and 1.5 this week because I've been watching it. I mean, let's be honest. I know you're big on the Bears, so this is your opportunity to say it. But, Bears won on a fluke last time. Like, they didn't earn that game. They got lucky. Let's be honest. And this week, I think Love coming back, he's got something to prove. Caleb Williams can dance around the pocket all he wants. But I think Green Bay takes this one away from them, and I think we go over that 45.5.
It does feel like a game that if it's going to get won by the Packers, it's going to have to be offensive. And in all reality, playoff games are why quarterbacks make $50+ million. And one quarterback, I believe, is better than the other right now, and that's the one coming off a concussion in Jordan Love. So I like the Packers. I actually fear how much I like the Packers as a Packers fan, and that might really bite me in the rear end on Packers OT after the game, when you might be able to listen to 2+ hours of miserable human being living live on the radio and be able to hear people continually ask me how I'm doing. That might happen, but I expect to be a celebratory postgame.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. So, I just feel like this is the game that turns the tide in the Packers-Bears rivalry. I think this is the game where Caleb Williams shows he's the best quarterback in the NFC North. I think this is the game that Packers go. I'm serious. I'm buying into the hype.
There's one quarterback that makes over $50 million that's playing in that game. That's Jordan Love. He
better earn it. I want the Packers to win. Don't get me wrong. I want the Packers to win. But I'm fearful. You say that the Bears got lucky last time, they didn't earn it. You got to play 60 minutes. So you got to play all 60 minutes, and the Packers fell apart.
I agree.
Amen.
So I'm on the Bears on this one.
So let me just go on the record and say I'm on the Packers in this game as well. But I have a question for you guys. You can fill me in as the new guy to this area.
Yeah.
So Soldier Field always had a problem with the turf, right? And
always.
We're going to get a lot of rain, looks like, potentially. So that's kind of a concern that I'm looking at, especially for Caleb Williams if he's rolling out of the pocket like he typically does. So for me, that's part of the reason why I'm on the Packers. Part of the reason why I'm not so certain about your over, Zach. But, I think that's something that I'm definitely going to be looking at. If this turns into a game where the Packers get up early and then Chicago tries to, get after it, and with the passing game, is the turf gonna really pay
Hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was one of my things too. Is with the Packers being so down on defensive backs right now. I mean, we had to go out and pick up Diggs. I mean, these guys are gonna have to cover for a long period of time, and I mean, our pass rush is not what it is without Parsons. And I heard a funny stat about Gary, if that's what you're talking about.
No, I was talking about how they have to cover for all 60 minutes like they weren't able to last time.
Oh, yeah, they missed coverage for about 10 seconds.
Well, I also think that the run defense is the biggest one here, Austin.
Yeah.
The bet that you're laying down with the Bears is not a bad idea when you also look at what the Packers just did a couple of weeks ago against the Ravens, where Derrick Henry ran for the most carries that he ever has in the National Football League. They gave up the most yards to a visiting running back they ever have at Lambeau Field, and gave up 4 touchdowns on the ground, 3 in the first half. If Chicago would dedicate their game plan to the second half you watched at Lambeau Field a month ago, I'd feel really confident as a Bears backer. I'm not so sure that's going to be the game plan because I guess we haven't seen Caleb Williams in this spot. We also haven't seen Ben Johnson in this spot as a head coach. In the playoffs, at home, expectations on him and his team, going to be very interesting to see how they all rise to the occasion.
It's going to be interesting. If you want to come watch it, come to Potawatomi Sportsbook. Come into our space here. We got awesome experience. But anytime the Packers score a touchdown as well, we're dishing out shots.
Free shots.
I don't know if you guys knew that. We're dishing out shots.
The best ones.
Yes.
Free ones.
And they're green too, like the Packers.
Yep.
So it's just awesome. It's a fun time. You want to get reservations, head to Potawatomi.com, click on Sportsbook and reservations. You'll see the options you have available. Right there on the screen.
Love it.
Perfect. Hacker,
Shout out Hacker.
you're the man.
Yeah, baby.
So that's going to be Saturday night. That's going to be a lot of fun. And we turn into Sunday. We're starting with the Bills at the Jaguars. Another one where the home team is a 1-point underdog. The Bills are a team that I feel like has come together lately. I feel like during the year, a lot of people started doubting them. They saw New England, how well they did. The Bills did not win the division. What's been the crutch for the Bills the last few years in the playoffs, though? It's running into Mahomes. They're not going to be facing him this year. So if you would have told me a few months ago, oh yeah, you got to go to Jacksonville in your first game, no big deal, not at all. And then what have the Jags done? They've won 8 or 9 in a row or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, they look great.
They do look really great.
I gotta tell you, I love the way Buffalo is coming into the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Typically every year they're the team besides the Chiefs. Are they going to beat Mahomes like you mentioned? But this year it seems like the script is flipped. All the pressure seems to be on Jacksonville for this stretch that they're on. The Bills coming off have a couple of bad losses throughout the season. They don't have quite the expectation they typically have, and I love that for them. I think this is a perfect spot for the Buffalo Bills. They're going to run the ball. I think Josh Allen will be efficient. I think they win this one. Kind of like the under in this game as well, but I really like this spot for Buffalo.
Oh, Duval. I'm big on Jacksonville. I like the betting
Celebrating
odds.
at Waffle House.
Exactly. I'm big on getting Buffalo at that kind of odds. To get Buffalo at -115, that's a great bet. But I think Jacksonville's the better team.
That's the key.
Yep. I just think they're a better team.
I think Jacksonville's better right now. I think they've been better for the majority of the year. In the back half of the year, they've won 8 straight games, and one quarterback is playing the best ball in the league.
Sunshine.
And it's Trevor Lawrence. It's not actually Josh Allen right now. You look at the numbers, he thinks he's the best. 19 touchdowns, I believe, over his last 6 games, and a couple of rushing touchdowns in there as well. He's been awesome, and for certain people that did not give up hope on the Trevor Lawrence hype train, we're feeling quite seen right now. I would counter. I think it's interesting. Both sides, you could say, both have immense pressure on them. Sean McDermott might be coaching for his job this week, but for Trevor Lawrence, this might be the best chance he's ever going to get into the playoffs.
You make a lot of good points there.
Yeah.
I still. Who's the best player in that game? Do you really think it's Trevor Lawrence who's the best player in that game?
Right now, playing the best.
Sunshine.
Is there going to be some sunshine in Jacksonville?
Recency bias.
It's gonna be nice weather.
Oh, it's sunny in Jacksonville. I hear we were talking before. We heard that T-Law had just gotten a fresh perm for the game.
Oh boy.
He's looking good. He was just getting squatted at the bar, out having beers with the boys. That's a tough thing to be able to compete with if you're
He's
Josh
already celebrating
Allen.
early. He's
You know,
celebrating early.
For a game that has a spread of 1 point, I honestly wouldn't be too surprised if either team wins by 14. I don't know if it's going to be really close. I
like that.
I just see it just depends if both teams come with their best game. And I think if the Bills do, I think they would get the win. So that's my prediction. So we're going to move into the afternoon. The 49ers at Eagles. Eagles are a 4.5-point favorite. That line has continued to grow all week. Just a lot more faith in the Eagles. A lot more faith in the Eagles. Obviously, they're Super Bowl champions for a reason, right? So are they going to put it together? Are they going to play their best ball? Because I feel like they just kind of were in a weak division this year, and we're the best of them. I don't know if we've really seen the best Eagles yet this year.
As long as Jalen Hurts doesn't have to throw a Hail Mary. I mean, I think you remember what that looked like. But I'm big on the Niners. I mean, for them to come back the way that they've had so many. What the game is about is just people's ability to step up, right? San Francisco has continued to step up. I mean, Mac Jones played well. Brock Purdy's played phenomenal ball lately. I mean, he holds on to the ball forever and still makes plays. You know what I mean? Give me San Francisco in this game and give me the points.
I really want to roll with San Francisco. I liked it at 3.5 earlier in the week, and now with it at 4.5, I feel like I should be all over it. It's kind of a stay away spot for me though, because I'm scared as how much I like San Francisco. McCaffrey looked pretty pedestrian in that game against Seattle. And Philadelphia's defense doesn't get discussed enough how great they've been this year, because we talk so much about why their offense isn't putting up 30 points a game. I think there's a reason why Philadelphia is sitting at 4.5. I like the Niners, but I'm hesitant right now because that could just be a wagon and something that we're sleeping on with Philadelphia.
Listen, if I was Cooper DeJean, I wouldn't even be paying attention to this game. You guys see who he's dating now?
Catching an Alabama slammer.
Nikki Bella from the WWE. When I was a teenager, she was my biggest crush. I'm gonna put that out there right now. If I'm him,
He's dating his first crush.
I know, isn't that incredible? Guy's so lucky. Let me tell you. But the Eagles minus 4.5. That is my pick. I like that pick for a lot of reasons. I think it's more. I don't like the 49ers. I think that they have lost so many guys from injuries this year. They've overcome it. They've won some games, but they haven't won the big games, right? They had an opportunity to be the number 1 seed in the last couple of weeks here, and they blew that opportunity. Now they're going on the road into Philadelphia. Always a tough place to play in the playoffs. I'm just on the Eagles for the reasons of I don't like the 49ers.
Did you guys see this thing came out recently about why the Niners have so many injuries? About this, their practice facility is right next to like a power plant or something like that.
Oh,
I don't know,
wow.
Crazy theory, but just wanted to throw that one out there for the thought. But I'm with Austin on this one. I'm on the Eagles. The injuries to the 49er defense has me really concerned. I think the Eagles, this is their time, right? All they had to do in the regular season was just get to the playoffs. This is what they've done, the last several years. So I'll take the Eagles. And
Well, in this time of the year, what do we talk about? We talk about teams that can run the ball well in the playoffs.
Exactly.
And not only do they have Saquon Barkley, one of the best running backs in the game, they also have the tush push that seems to just always work on 4th and short. So
That's a heck of a weapon to be able to have. And I mean, San Francisco didn't stop a nosebleed against Chicago a couple of weeks ago, and then that was just such a weird game against Seattle. It was wide open for them. I love your Cooper DeJean take, though, Austin, and that's why plus 510 for an interception. I mean, that feels like something you might just want to slam real quick. Just get a little sprinkle, a little taste.
Sprinkle a little salt.
Yeah.
Just a little taste like you might be getting.
That's 20 to do it.
we're going to go into Sunday night. We got the Chargers at Patriots. Patriots are favored by 3.5. This is two teams that, before the season, I think were kind of borderline playoff teams. Both have shown this year why they are playoff teams. Chargers come into this game as the 7 seed, but they didn't just squeak in. I mean, they're a pretty good team all year. Patriots at minus 3.5. Winners of the AFC East. Everyone was pretty much picking the Bills before the season. Patriots have really shown what they've been able to do. This is a line where I feel like two great coaches. Like I'm big fans of both coaches in this matchup. But I like the Patriots. I think that at home, what they've shown this year, they've been more consistent. Give me the Patriots.
I'm just going to take what Austin said. I'm not going to add too much to it, but this is my favorite pick of the week. I think the Patriots not only beat the Chargers, but blow out the Chargers. I love what I've seen from Drake May this year. The Chargers having to make that travel. I don't see them beating the Patriots here.
Oh, I'm huge on the Patriots. I love Drake May. He's been great all season. I think his ability to throw the deep ball and I mean, that's all I got. I mean, they're just a better football team.
I'll fix the lower third. Give me the Chargers to win. I think when you went into the year, all year long, you thought Drake May into the playoffs. Are you really going to pick Drake May against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, or Lamar Jackson, or Joe Burrow, or Josh Allen? He doesn't have to play one of those guys. But he plays Justin Herbert, who everyone tries to put in that tier for pretty much his entire career. This is the put up or shut up time for Herbert. They aren't going to have to face the kind of crazy pass rush that would really hurt them with the kind of injuries they have. And you said two great coaches. I agree with you. I think they have the better one. They have the championship one. Give me the Chargers catching 3.5.
One more thing I want to say, too, is that, this time of year, normally we know who the MVP of the season is. We still don't know. Like, we have Stafford at minus 225 and Drake May at plus 160 right now. That's a really tough debate. If you look at the numbers on paper, I think I lean a little more towards Stafford. But what Drake May has been able to do just really surpassed the expectations this year. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the MVP this year. Do you guys have an opinion on MVP?
I think Drake May is MVP. I think of the player who has the most significant impact on their team should be the MVP. You look at the talent surrounding Matt Stafford, it justifies his stats. Drake May doesn't have that kind of talent around him. You know what I mean? I mean, he's made people around him better, which is what an MVP does.
Yeah, and I agree with you all on that part of May, and that's actually why I go with Stafford, because I think it's a narrative-based award, whether that's right or wrong. His numbers are better in the pass game, and this is a dude that beginning of the year, the conversation was, is he going to get traded to the Giants?
Yeah.
How terrible would that have been for Matthew Stafford's life? Right now, he's a couple of months away, or a month away from maybe being an MVP of the league and a surefire first-ballot Hall of Famer. Drake May's time is coming. I think Stafford goes and takes it away.
Yeah, if I have to pick one, which obviously I do, because that would be a terrible show if I didn't, I think I would pick May. And for no other reason except there seems to be an East Coast bias when it comes to these awards. I think they're pretty much a dead heat right now. So I'd kind of go with the East Coaster there, the New England marketplace, the LA marketplace gets a little.
That's a great point.
It gets shunned a little bit from these writers. So,
all right. So now we're going to move into the Monday night game.
Love this one.
With a fellow MVP winner, Aaron Rodgers, leading the Pittsburgh Steelers. Got a home game against Houston Texans. The Steelers are 3-point underdog at home. Where do you guys sit on this one?
This one's easy for me. I mean, I love Rodgers. I've grew up watching him, but I've said it all season. Houston is just an incredibly great team defensively, and Rodgers struggles against the pass rush, and his left arm is gimpy from that last game. And
he doesn't need his left arm. He doesn't need it. He's got his right arm.
He's got his right arm. I don't know how much magic's left in that thing, but he's going to need a miracle to win this game. Give me Houston -3. I'd slam the money line on this game even at -177. I don't think he scores more than that 18 points.
You say he needs a miracle, and he dang near gets one last week. Like a miracle thought that Aaron Rodgers is going to get the benefit of a bad kick in a playoff game. A special teamer is going to help.
I thought
Aaron Rodgers.
I thought that was going to be our last time seeing him. I thought he was
totally.
I really did. I really thought that if that was what was going to happen, if he was going to lose that way, I thought maybe that's the last time we see him in a uniform.
I'll be pulling hard for him, but I'm with Zach. I think Houston's phenomenal, and I think that pass rush is a dangerous thing for him to be walking into.
Well, Anderson's going to live on top of him this week.
So Eric and I talked about this game earlier in the week, and we both thought the line was Steelers plus 3.5, and we thought it might go the other way. We thought we might see Steelers +4, +4.5.
Yeah.
Not because we thought Houston was the better team, because we just thought that most people would be betting on Houston. Eric, I think unless you disagree, unless something changed, I think you and I are both on Steelers, right?
Yeah, I'm on the Steelers, and it's for a lot of the things that are not going to be happening necessarily on the field of play, right? Houston is unproven. Obviously, they have to go into Pittsburgh, Monday night game, terrible towel, possibly that swirling wind in Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin, for me, is the X factor in this game. That's why I'm taking Pittsburgh. They've been there. They've done that. Houston hasn't. and they're going to be dealing with that raucous crowd. So
The talk about Tomlin's job being in the hot seat
Ridiculous.
is ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous. Just like John Harbaugh. The fact that John Harbaugh is no longer the coach of the Ravens, I think is ridiculous. But
Real sad.
But Steelers, I mean, yeah, give me the Steelers. Tomlin, he's longest tenured coach in the NFL now, I believe. Is that right? With the current team?
yeah.
Hadn't won that playoff game since 2016, but it is usually an easy spot play for the Steelers. Monday night at home, catching points, I'd be all over.
When have we ever seen Houston have playoff success?
I mean,
you say
they
it's
won a
Steelers haven't won
They won a
this
game
week.
last year at home. They had a lead in Arrowhead last year. I mean, they've played there. C.J. Stroud's been in the playoffs a couple of times, but I'm
College
with you
football
right now.
playoffs,
It would be a stretch.
They blow them out of the water. Houston blows them out of the water.
I'm going to take Boswell game-winning field goal. Steelers win.
I love the
like
under
that.
in this game, by the
That's
way.
fun.
Under, huh?
Change
Yeah,
the narrative.
this has a feel of one of those 15-9 game all field goals. This game definitely has
This
that
might be
feel
the
of it.
no touchdoing scoring play of the year. I love it.
Uh-huh.
So we're not advising any anytime touchdowns in that game this week.
Avoid that.
I also want to talk about our restaurant here. We're into January now. We got our January specials, our game day specials. Zach, tell us a little bit about what people can expect.
What you can expect is on Saturday, we are going to be alive and well down here at the Sportsbook. We'll be slinging drinks. We'll be cooking you food, whatever you guys want. Wings are obviously a die for right now. And the next 2 months, I believe, we're running the B13 burger special, which is like our version of the Big Mac. It's better, though.
Ooh.
Honestly, you got to try it.
What's it come with? You got some fries with that?
You can get your choice of side. We do tater tots now, so that's part of our
Ooh,
new menu that's coming out. So yeah, check us out. We do fish fries on Friday. Kind of rolling out some of our new menu items as the new year approaches. But yeah, check it out. It's an amazing burger. Staff will be here. We'll be ready to serve everybody on Saturday. I think. I have to check. I think all of our reservations are booked. I think we're sold out.
Oh, for the Packers already.
Let's go.
All right, but we still got some availability for Sunday and Monday, I think.
Oh,
right?
yeah, we're wide open, I think.
Good. So great games all weekend long. Even Friday night, Zach touched on it. The fish fries on Friday night. You got Indiana and Oregon in the semifinals of the college football playoff. That's going to be a heck of a game. So come on in and eat some great food in our restaurant. What I want to touch on now is I want to hear future picks from each of you. Who's going to win the AFC? Who's going to win the NFC? And who's going to take down the Lombardi Trophy in the Super Bowl?
Will we start with me?
We're going to start with Zach.
All right, so what you guys want to lock in right now, okay? Get it while it's hot. Houston to win the AFC. Seattle to win the NFC. Seattle wins Super Bowl.
You've been on
look
them
at you,
all
we're
year.
going
You've been on
exact
Seattle all
time.
year. You're consistent with them.
Yep,
Obviously,
love
they
Seattle.
earned the 1 seed, so they will be around next week for sure.
They're not going to
If the Packers win, that's where the Packers go. Packers will go to Seattle. So are you still picking Seattle in that one? When the
Unfortunately, yeah.
Packers? Are
I
you?
don't think
Okay.
I don't think the Packers have a chance if they play Seattle right now with the injuries.
All right. Billy, what do you got thoughts yet?
6-1 Jacksonville Jaguars to win the AFC.
Okay.
I feel too
good. I like that.
much how I don't like how much I like Jacksonville to win the AFC because I am actually investing money in the Jacksonville Jaguars to go to a Super Bowl for the first time in their franchise's history. But again, I think I'm rolling right now with the best quarterback play. Josh Allen is the best player at the position, but if they get out of this week, I think they roll too. And I think right now plus 450 with Philadelphia is incredible value from a team that already did it. I still think they have the best defense on the NFC side. And as long as Seattle doesn't get upset, I think Green Bay wins this week, and Philadelphia might stumble into a home NFC title game if Seattle would get Sam Darnold by themselves in the playoffs.
If Philly would have just
that.
played to win this last week, they'd be the 2 seed after the Bears lost. That was really surprising to me to see that they just benched a lot of their guys. But yeah, I'll tell you what. One of us is going to lose right away because I'm on the Buffalo Bills
Let's
to
go.
win the AFC.
Yes.
So one of us is going to be out. But yeah, Bills, I just think this is their year. No Mahomes, no Lamar. Don't need to worry about another, superstar in the playoffs in the AFC they're going to be facing. I just think this is Josh Allen's coming out party. I mean, he's already the MVP, so it's not really a coming out party, but it's his opportunity to win. It's his opportunity to get to the Super Bowl. It's his best opportunity I think they've had, even though they're not at home.
If not now, when?
Yeah, I mean,
I just don't think they have it. I just don't think they have it. I just their receiver position, like you're running with Brandon Cooks as like your alpha wide receiver. He's like 5'9".
we'll see in a few weeks who's right. Okay, we'll see in a few weeks.
I get it. It's a great pick. Plus, was it plus 1,000? Like 10 to 1? Like
To win the AFC plus 475. If you like the Bills
Super
to win the
Bowl.
Super Bowl, it's 10 to 1.
Oh, I mean,
Why not?
You could donate your money to me.
Listen, you know who the Bills are going to be facing in the Super Bowl?
The
Chicago
Seattle
Bears?
Seahawks.
Oh.
Chicago Bears, 9 to 1.
Stop.
Bears? No, really, why not? Bears are going to go. They're going to beat the
Caleb
Packers.
Williams?
Yeah, they're going to beat the Packers.
Oh,
they're going to get another home game in the playoffs. Could be against the Eagles. If it's not the Eagles, it's going to be a worse seeded team, which is even better for them. And then what do they have to do if they have to go to the NFC Championship game? They may host that too, because the Rams might beat the Seahawks.
They got to
So they
come
might
play
host the Rams.
Seattle. They got to go to the 12th man and beat Seattle at home.
They're not
That's
gonna
why
be
I said
there.
it's a cakewalk for the NFC for Seattle to get in there.
Bills and Bears. You heard it here first.
Oh.
Bills and Bears. Super Bowl winner, Bills, 10 to 1.
That is
Okay.
an incredible pick, Austin, and I hate that I have to follow that up, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to start with the NFC. I don't trust Sam Darnold. Like, I wish I did. I think the Seahawks are an incredible team. They have an amazing defense. I would love to pick them. But Darnold he's a great regular season quarterback. He's a good, get him to the playoffs guy. I can't trust him in the playoffs.
Heart.
I really like what Billy said about the Eagles. But I think the Rams scrape by the Eagles to win the NFC. I love Sean McVay. I love the way Stafford's playing, obviously. Puka Nacua is a special player. Like, that guy's incredible. I think the Rams take the NFC. And then for the AFC, I'm going to pick a team that we have not mentioned once on this show yet. Give me the Denver Broncos to win the AFC. They have an incredible defense, maybe the best secondary in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're pretty
and
good,
I've been
too.
a Bo Nix hater the entire year. That guy continues to prove me wrong. Sean Payton at the helm. I'm taking the Denver Broncos to win the AFC and the Super Bowl.
I like that. That's a
No
hot
one's.
take.
I mean, yeah, people are sleeping on Denver. They are the favorite to win the AFC. They are getting a bye. They're getting home field. A lot of reason to like Denver.
You got to go to Denver to play a playoff game in that altitude.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I feel like a lot of these teams that are here right now all have great defenses, and there's so many question marks on the offenses. Like, there's just one piece of each one of those offenses where you're like, I don't know if they can do it with this, but they all have the defenses. Like, if there's a consistent like common denominator, the defenses minus like the Packers and the Bears are pretty solid.
I'd like
across
to
the
see it
board.
from Buffalo, though. The Buffalo
Yeah.
defense has me a little concerned, for
Yeah.
sure.
They'll be fine. All right. One last
If
thing.
they survive this week.
One last thing I want to hear your guys' opinion on. Chicago Bears this year. We're talking about the Bears again, okay? Chicago Bears this year they've been a really good story. Been a great team. Passed a lot of expectations for them. Fans in Chicago are excited for the first time in a long time, I think.
They're gonna be disappointed real soon.
Is this season a failure if they lose to the Packers?
No, they
the
shouldn't have
playoffs?
even been here.
Like, is it all just wiped out if they lose this game?
You made me so happy having to answer that question. No, not at all. No, they won the division for the first time since 2018. They're ahead of schedule. They can absolutely cope with that medicine and feel good going into the offseason. But this would sting. Because it would be, you mentioned it, that it would feel like a totally new day and a changing of the guard in the Bears-Packers rivalry. But if the Packers go in and win the game, it'll feel a lot of more of the same.
Yeah.
And 30 more years of getting really close,
Favre
but not
drivers
far
in love.
enough.
I still feel like the Bears have so much more to lose if they lose this game. Like you said, I feel like it keeps them down and out forever. It's the start of Caleb Williams' career playing in the playoffs to lose to the Packers at home. Like, that would really be a black cloud over that franchise for some time.
I don't know if I agree with that necessarily. I think given all the hate that Caleb Williams got in the preseason, I mean, there were people saying that he shouldn't have the starting job. He couldn't even hit the throwing net in training camp. Like, I think, like Billy said, they're ahead of schedule. They won the division. I think you got to be excited about the future if you're a Bears fan. You know what your team needs, right? You need to shore up that defense for next year. I think this season is already a success for the Bears. Like, yeah, losing the playoff always hurts, but I didn't expect the Bears to be here. So I think as a Bears fan, you got to be happy.
It's going to be one hell of a weekend, guys. I'm excited for it. We
It's
start
gonna be
with
a lot
college
of fun.
football these next 2 nights. NFL, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm just really looking forward to it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. If you're a basketball fan, you're looking to go to Bucks games this year, don't forget about our shuttles. Just come on in, place a purchase in either the restaurant or the bar or at our Sportsbook, place a bet. You're going to get a bracelet. You're going to get a shuttle right to the Bucks game. Starts an hour and 15 minutes before the game. Once the game's over, head on back to Potawatomi. Drops you off right same spot. It's awesome. I mean, it's such a better deal than finding parking down by the stadium, I'll tell you that. Also, I want to talk about our Express line. So we got our VIP line for our top bettors, our Flame and Blaze members. But also, if you're placing a large bet, you're coming in for one of these playoff games and you want to get $1,000 or more down on a bet, you can get into our VIP line. I think a lot of people don't realize that, but I want you to know that you're planning on placing a large bet, get into that line. I want to give a huge thank you to Billy Schmid for joining us again this week. If you want to hear more from him, you can catch his post-game show, Packers OT, on the Packers Radio Network Saturday night. Thanks to the crew in the back. For Eric, Zach, and myself, thank you for watching. Get your bets in at Potawatomi Sportsbook and reserve a table to come on in on Sunday for the NFL. Thank you.